It is Sunday and I am trying to get my life together. So I did not film yesterday. We woke up early and had to get to volleyball for Ashland's volleyball tournament, and we were there for a long time. And then we had just enough time. I had to run by Chick-fil-A because we ended up being at volleyball a lot longer than we thought. We hadn't eaten, well, the kids ate, but like I hadn't eaten, but they were starving after that. And so I ran through Chick-fil-A, got Chick-fil-A, we came home, had just enough time to eat and me to get the rest of the skewers, like the pieces to the skewers that I had gotten in my grocery haul. I got all those diced up and marinated for just a little bit, just in time for me to turn around and make them and people show up. So we have a lot of leftovers because a lot of people brought a lot of different things. So we're not gonna have them tonight. We're gonna eat them like probably for lunch today. We have enough for lunch and for another dinner. So we're gonna do probably that for lunch. And then the girls and I have to deliver Easter baskets tomorrow for our American Heritage girls. One of our big things is we make Easter baskets, and then the Monday before Easter, we go around and deliver them through the county to veterans' homes. And so that is our job tomorrow. And we have to be at American Heritage Girls at 3 in the afternoon, and we won't be home until late. So it's a really long, busy evening. So I told Gary, I was like, I'll leave the leftovers for you and the little kids. It just makes it easier. So I'm planning on that for them tomorrow, but we have enough to have it for lunch today if people are hungry. We just got home from church, and Gary and Wilder just ate some leftover Chick-fil-A from yesterday, but I don't think there is anymore, buddy. I don't know, I have to look. So my day for today includes meal planning for the week, and getting food from downstairs. So my plan for dinner tonight is I really need to use up that cabbage, and we have some carrots in there that need to be used up. So I thought about when we have frozen meatballs. So I think I'm gonna do like a frozen meatball, like Asian meatball kind of thing, and throw it in the crock pot with some sauce and the cabbage and carrots. Sounds good. I don't know. I'm just gonna kind of make it up and go along with that. So we're gonna do that. And then, I don't know. I need to figure out the rest of our meals for the week. Tomorrow's leftovers, so I have tonight and tomorrow done. So someone brought potato salad, which we have here. Someone brought deviled eggs. Here's the leftover skewers. I just threw them all in a bag together. Someone brought some rolls. These are the leftovers from that. So I just heated this up for Everly and I. I'm gonna let her pick out what she wants and put it in here, and then I'll eat whatever she doesn't want. You wanna get a fork?
I want beef.
She wants the beef, she said. So she took all the beef out, and that's all she wanted was beef. I'm just truly lacking in inspiration for meal planning. I can't think of anything that I want whatsoever. And I have this written down, but I don't think I have any more ground beef. So I don't know that we can even have this. All right, I'm gonna get some laundry going. I really want some more steak, and then I'm gonna go downstairs. So I figured maybe I'd come down here and look in the freezer to see if I could have any inspiration for any dinners, because I just don't know. I just don't know. I'm not feeling anything right now. So it's hard for me to come up with anything. Just very uninspired lately. Anyway, I need to get Q-tips, OxyClean, coconut milk, K-cups, chicken broth while I'm down here that I know of. So what did I just say? That's over here, coconut milk. Oh, I don't have any coconut milk. Interesting. I've been running out a lot of things lately because I've hardly been shopping. So no coconut milk. I wanted it for smoothies, but maybe not. I actually think I'm just going to take beef broth instead of chicken broth. And I got a bag of meatballs. These are actually for the meatballs for tonight. So beef broth makes more sense anyway. What I think I'm going to do for the sauce is, do you remember that pot sticker casserole I made a few weeks back? That was so good. I really liked the sauce part. So I'm going to use that sauce as the sauce for the meatballs for dinner tonight, and just throw in the cabbage, throw in the carrots, probably throw in some onion, and just let that cook in there, and it'll be really good. So I have OxyClean here, and I'm going to take up. I'm pretty sure I need to refill my garlic and onion too. So I'm going to take up these for Everly's for her smoothies. I'm going to take up these flatbreads for pizza for lunch one day probably. And then I'm gonna grab some chicken breast, and maybe I'll grab that whole chicken and I'll make a whole chicken one day this week. And then here's a loaf of gluten-free bread. I'll use this for French toast. And I'll take a pack of bacon. grab some mixed veggies. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this sauce together for the meatballs. So like I said, I'm just using this pot sticker casserole, but just the sauce portion. But again, I'm gonna use beef broth instead of the chicken broth. So 2 cups of chicken broth. A 1/4 cup of soy sauce. A teaspoon of sesame oil. 2 tablespoons of hoisin sauce. A teaspoon of rice vinegar. Two teaspoons of minced garlic. I'm using garlic powder just because I'm being lazy and don't want to walk over to the fridge. 2 teaspoons of minced ginger. I'm only using powder because that's what I have. And then 2 teaspoons of brown sugar. And then I'm gonna whisk this together. So I'm just gonna, I think probably, I don't know if I'm gonna dice it or what. Leave it in strips. I'm gonna just dice it. Whoa. And then I also have these carrots and this onion. It's just gonna use up these carrots that need to be used up, the cabbage that needs to be used up. I just thought it was a good idea. Hopefully it's as good as I'm thinking. Layla wants peanut butter and apple, so I'm gonna slice this up for her real quick and get her that. Yes, I'll bring it to you. You're welcome. Here's her peanut butter and apples. I'm just like rough chopping these carrots. Here's it. Now for the onion. So, meatballs in here. Pour this over it. Give it a good mix. And turn this on low for like 4 hours. We shall see how it turns out. I'm just coming out here to see what the boys are doing and messing around with 4-wheelers. He's watching. He's riding. Alright, so we've just been kind of sitting around relaxing because it's been a long, busy weekend. I need to cut up these pineapples, so I'm getting ready to cut both of these up and just, I don't really need them right this second. I just need to cut them up before they go bad. I need to make some tea. I need to set up our coffee for the morning. I feel like I have a lot of like little tiny things I need to get done. So I'm gonna start one by one. Start with pineapple. All right, so I got both of those cut up. And I'm just gonna put this right in the fridge. Now I'm gonna put rice in the Instant Pot because this is how I cook my rice all the time. I just hit the rice button. Comes out perfect every time. Now I need to set up our coffee for tomorrow. So this is off because Gary had to unplug it the other day because he was like trying to do something and he couldn't get to stop. Like he said he went to do something and he couldn't remember what he did, but it started brewing one and he couldn't get it to stop. And so he just unplugged it. So the time is off. So I need to reset the time. What time is it now? So it's like 5:20. So I need to reset the time and then, oh wait, I just did that wrong. And then I need to set it up for it to go off for him in the morning. I always set it up that way when he gets up in the morning, his coffee is done and he can just like pour his coffee and go to work. So that's what we're doing right now. 5:20. Now, auto brew will be 5 a.m. Oh wait, I just passed it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And then I'm gonna set the top oven to 425 and we're gonna roast some broccoli to go with this dinner. This is what we're gonna use for dinner. So avocado oil, salt, pepper, onion powder, which I still haven't refilled, I need to, and garlic powder. I'll pop these right on in the oven. Now it's time to refill these. And I always do the onion first because I don't mind if a little bit of onion gets mixed in with like our garlic. Works out. Broccoli's done. Rice is done. Meatballs are done. So here's dinner tonight. We have meatballs, rice, broccoli, and then we also have some deviled eggs. Now that dinner's done, it's time to get out of school for tomorrow. The meatballs were like, okay. I mean, they were good, but they weren't like, oh, I'd make that again, or wow, this is so good. So they were just all right. All right, tonight Layla picked out the Bible Stories book that my mom got them for Christmas. So do you know which one you want to read, or just Mama read it? Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep reading. We've read a couple of stories, so I think I'm just going to keep on going. So thank y'all for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.